So my name is Bethany Simmons. I am the Young Adults Manager at Concept Care Solutions. My brother is Ryan Simmons. He has a undiagnosable disability. He is a 25 going on 26 young adult, and he's a full bundle of joy. Growing up with Ryan was difficult because he wasn't like an average young sibling, I suppose. He had his own complications, and it was difficult to do things what other siblings, I suppose, would do. You couldn't go out running in the garden. Don't get me wrong, I made sure that he'd try and play games with me. However, obviously there were things that we couldn't do together, and it was difficult, but it was fun, you know. I had a little brother to play with, and I never thought I'd have a sibling, and I did, and that was him. I think there's not really a role as a sibling. I think naturally you are just an older sibling. You're always there to look out for your younger sibling. However, there does come with other things with that. So changing his pad and helping him eat and helping him bath, all the things that he can't do. But I wouldn't say that's a role. I mean, it's a luxury to be able to help him to do the things that he's not able to do himself.
Happy birthday to Mummy. Right, Blackies? Say have a good day. Day. They love you.
I think the happiest moment I've had with Ryan is when he called me my name. Obviously he can't say Bethany, but he's always called me Bubby. And to hear that, I mean, we would always laugh and say, like, when I was young, I'd always try and get him to say my name, but then I thought, actually, being called Bubby is actually really cute. So yeah, that makes me happy. Like, if I come to my nan's, I always hear Bubby, ball, Bubby, cricket. So yeah, that makes me happy. Yeah, so back in November, I remember I was at work, and I received a call from my dad to let me know that my brother had sepsis. Immediately, my manager let me go. I went straight to Lister Hospital, and the moment I walked in, I spoke with one of the nurses, and they told us to call our loved ones. At that moment in time, my whole world felt like it was crashing down. Because of how close we are, I knew that there was something wrong. He had an issue with his bowel. He had to have 3 major surgeries to his stomach. But due to his lack of understanding and how ill he was, they had to put him into an induced coma because he was over 95% of not surviving. He had 3 major bowel surgeries. We was pulled into a room to discuss about a do not resuscitate order. We were told 3 times that he was going to not be with us anymore. I was going to lose my whole world, and I didn't know how I was going to cope with that. I don't know, it's really difficult when you're put in that moment of someone that you care about so deeply is not longer going to be here. But yeah, it was, I can't really put into words that feeling. Ryan is our whole strength. He is everyone's reason to keep going. You could see how detrimental that was to the family when we were told those words the first time, let alone 3 times after that. But that's where I kind of had to put my feelings aside to be the strength for everybody else. But don't get me wrong, I had my moments when I went home and I would cry myself to sleep, and you can't think of them never not being in your life. But yeah, it was the worst time of my life, I have to say. I could see my life with him until he wasn't here, whenever that time was to come, but I wasn't ready for that then. And I didn't even know what my future would look like because I couldn't imagine not being here without him. Seeing how strong he was the whole time, from being brought out of the coma to the point of being told he could go home, he was happy. he had his moments, he was very up and down, but to see that he had gone through something so terrible and didn't understand what he went through. The thing is with Ryan, he doesn't know how to be ill. He is always happy. He gave me my strength to carry on. You are everything and more. You make me who I am as a person. You mean the absolute world to me, and you've shaped me to who I am today. So thank you.
Say, Ryan's going home.
I've got home.
You're going home?
But yet again, Ryan showed his resilience, and he is still with us today, and he pulled through. He's a real life angel. Yeah, that picture was just like, that is everything of an experience of the happiness after, because I think that picture speaks 100 words. Like, when I look at that picture, I forget about all the trauma that we went through. Both share the same values. We want to help people, we want to give that support to people who are in need, and especially with Freedom to Thrive creating this village, for people like my brother who could live there, I could live there with him, so that you're not apart. And the great thing about it is every single home is going to be adapted to support everybody living there, so that everybody can support each other. You can reach out to Concept Care directly, Freedom to Thrive. We also have a sponsorship scheme as well, so if you want to be a part of this or know somebody that would benefit from being a part of this, make sure you get in touch. I hope by sharing my story and my experiences with my brother makes people realise that they're not alone and actually be excited of what's to come. And especially with this village at Freedom to Thrive, there is something that they can look forward to.